Just wanted to make this quick post for the Trans Remembrance, a Day of Remembrance, and I was planning on going to kind of a community event. There were various throughout Vancouver, and I actually decided against it, mainly because I'm going through a bit of a rough period, and so I didn't know how much I could kind of handle, but I still wanted to commemorate the people who are no longer with us because of transphobia and just a complete lack of understanding and space for transgender folks. And so what I ended up doing was something really quite meaningful, and thought I'd just share that with you guys. Uh, we My friend and I and some other folks, we compiled the names of the folks who were murdered over the last year uh, in North America. I understand that there's about 260 reported cases throughout the world. However, in the US there were 13, and I understand that there haven't been any trans-related murders that we know of here in Canada since 2003, which I was actually um, glad to hear that that's the case. And hopefully we can maintain that in the years to come. So we read out 13 names of those who were murdered in the U.S. And then we had these Chinese floating lanterns, or flying, and we had a pretty big one. It was kind of about 4 feet tall and about two or 3 feet wide. Um, and once I finished reading off the names, we put the piece of paper by the fuel cell that then fills the paper balloon with hot air, and so we got to send them off essentially into um, into the night sky. And it was very, very beautiful to see this kind of floating light gently going. It's kind of like spirits rising, and so just felt like a really gentle way of commemorating them. And then to signify water, we put kind of like a wake on the water. We put several T on these paper colored paper platforms that were kind of in the form of petals. And so we had kind of on the ocean, we had these lights that were bouncing around, and so that was really warming as well. And apparently there are fireworks in the background. Oh, that's pretty high up. I'm on the 20th floor, so that's some powerful rockets. Anyways, so what else? And then we had candles lit on the earth, on the shoreline, and then we just spoke some words and um, give each other hugs and stuff like that. So it was really quiet, um, uh, very beautiful type of ceremony, just to pause and to reflect on those things. And then also I did something during my running club meets on Wednesday nights, and during the announcements, I just had a moment of pause and silence for those who had passed on as well. So, and I was explaining to them there that it's not just about transphobia, but it's also about the resilience of the trans community as well, in terms of um, you know overcoming trial and tribulation, uh, whether that's with our own transition or with societal issues related to gender. And so that felt good to be able to educate some cisgender folks on that as well. So anyways, it was all in all, I think it was a fairly pensive day for me in terms of just being very sad about the state of a world that would have that kind of violence and death related to gender, and hoping and wanting to be a part of something better for the future. So I hope everyone else had also a reflective and meaningful transgender a day of remembrance themselves. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon.